Welcome back, dear viewers, and you are still watching Cairo Local Time. And in this segment of our program, we will talk about boosting economic progress through digital transformation here in Egypt. And we are joined by Professor Dr. Nuveen Makram. She is Professor of Artificial Intelligence. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, dear.
So, Dr. Nuveen, we are talking about we boost the economy through digital transformation.
Okay, let's first of all define digital transformation in this context.
Yes, first define, yes.
Yes. So here we're talking about the integration of digital technologies in general in all areas. So we're talking about changing the way it operates.
Yes.
And change the way the organization delivers value to the customers. And that's the core of digital transformation. That's why we usually say that digital transformation requires cultural change.
Yes.
Because we're not talking about automation. Some people think that digital transformation is simple automation, whereas it's quite different. When we talk about automation, it's just making use of IT, the information technology, and the software and hardware and so on. But with digital transformation, we're changing the way we operate, whether internally or externally. So if we manage to do and benefit of the digital transformation process.
Yes. So now you are elaborating the difference between automation and digital transformation. You showed the difference to our audience. But of course, to achieve an economic progress, digital transformation is essential in the coming period, as it is expected to facilitate many things. So can you tell us more about this?
Okay. So again, if we're talking about some internal change, then we'll be talking about the increase. We're able to automate the repetitive tasks. We're also able to improve the internal communication and external communication. We are also able to improve the collaboration inside the organization itself. So that's a main benefit for us, how to increase efficiency, effectiveness, and productivity. By doing so, we're able to provide better customer experience, personalized products that will definitely achieve not only the customer satisfaction.
So how can, Dr. Nuveen, how can we prepare an employee who can cope with the needs of the era and digital transformation strategy?
We have, first of all, to do some awareness. So that's why we usually start by awareness campaigns, because some employees think that automation and digital transformation is there to replace them, whereas it's not the aim, definitely. We're aiming at supporting the external employees and customers. So we need, first of all, to do this awareness, and then we need to provide them with some programs, some training programs, so as to make them computer literate before bringing to them the digital transformation process, its benefits, its pros and cons, how to be ready for it, how they will benefit out of it. Because we really want to achieve a successful digital transformation inside the organization, then people should be aware of the wins. How can they benefit and profit from this technology?
So, Dr. Nuveen, can you elaborate to us on the relation that bind the digital transformation and artificial intelligence?
Okay, digital transformation relies mainly on data. And artificial intelligence has many definitions, but one of the definitions, our context here, is that making use of some set of analytics in order to provide some predictive patterns to the decision takers and the policy makers, so as to help them in taking suitable decisions. So we cannot do any artificial intelligence process if we do not have digitization and digital transformation in the workplace. That's why it's part of it, but let's say it's an advanced stage. So we should start by the digitization process, then digital transformation, then making use of the outcome or the output of the digital transformation, here the digital data, and applying the analytics in order to provide better insights.
So how do you see the future of artificial intelligence here in Egypt?
Actually, I see it very promising because we have the National Council for Artificial Intelligence.
Yes, it's
no, it started in 2019, and it's working on the strategy, how we can embed artificial intelligence in all of the organizations in Egypt. So they have an approach, they have a plan and a strategy to implement in order to be able to benefit of artificial community. So we started already even before 2019, but with the National Council, it became more, let's say, professional. And the National Council is dealing with all of the challenges that we encounter whenever we need to implement artificial intelligence, such as, for example, the ethical aspects. Because we're really scared that if we empower the machines, that we might have some risks related to the fact that machines do not have ethics or values. And we cannot transfer ethics or values to the machines. So we needed to work on this challenge. And I guess in April, the National Council came with the charter. This charter is a regulatory framework so as to make use of the ethics and the legal aspects as well whenever we will apply or implement any system that is making use of artificial intelligence techniques.
Yes, so as you said, we still face some challenges to achieve this target.
Yes, definitely. Like any technology.
Yes.
So we have the main challenge is for us the human capital. So that's why it was very, I mean, it was very important for us to start with working with the human resources, providing awareness campaigns, providing training programs, providing initiatives. So that was a main part. And the challenge of the ethics and the legal aspects as well.
Yes.
And we have some technical challenges, such as the infrastructure, providing a solid IT infrastructure.